Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Oh, it's been a minute. I miss y'all so much. It's been a minute. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. Welcome to Mission for Mental Health. I am your host, Jackie Robinson, and I'm so happy to be with you all. I have missed you all. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Okay. So it's so funny because when you be looking in the chat, you be like, So, I'm so excited to have you all here. I missed you guys. It's been a while. And so I wanted to start off the new year with something just a tad bit different, something I don't typically do, but I got a whole bunch of people coming on this today. And the reason why I chose this is because I feel that every time there's a new year, we start coming up with all these, resolutions and ideas and things like that, we want to do. Sometimes we stick to them, sometimes we don't, it just depends. But I wanted to bring people on to share what some of their goals or resolutions, whatever y'all want to call them. I don't really do resolutions too much because I failed by day 3. I didn't even start one this year. I'm just not even gonna lie to you. I didn't even start one because I already knew I was eating tacos. I was gonna eat tacos from the 1st to the 5th. So I already knew there was no need of me trying to front like I'm about to be on somebody's diet because I ain't. So, but I did want to bring people on, and I wanted to let them share their goals with you and how they are going to, achieve their goals. And maybe that'll influence you. I'm sure it'll influence me. And yeah, so I got a few people in. I got some people in the waiting room already standing by. So I'm gonna go. Let's see who I'm gonna start with. I think I'm gonna start with Malika. Yes. She on deck, y'all. She's standing by. She ready to share. But yeah, so how this is gonna work tonight, y'all. If you want to jump on and share a little something, shoot me a text or hit me in the private chat, and I will send you a link. And you will be able to jump on the show. So all you got to do is let me know if you want to get on. Now, you got to work with me because I'm going to be multitasking. Multitasking really ain't a thing. Me and my niece was just talking about that the other day. Multitasking, we was trying to multitask, but multitasking ain't a thing, but I'm going to try my best. But, it is what it is. But we only got an hour, so I'm not going to talk all night long. I'm going to put a guest on for y'all, and here she comes right here. Look, as they used to say back in the day, coming to the stage.
Oh my goodness.
Coming to the
stage. You got me on there.
It's my girl Malika. How you doing? What's going on with you? Happy New Year, girl.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Well,
yes. Before we hold on, let me remove some of this stuff right here. Let me remove some of this right here. There we go. So before we get started, You did remind me that it's dry January.
Well, hey.
You made that shit up. I don't do no dry January. I ain't doing dry nothing.
The
I
way
ain't
it's
doing dry
going,
till
the way it's going, it might be, it might not work out. But
I'm just saying. What you sipping on, girl? What you sipping on tonight?
well, I have water. This is water.
Water.
Okay.
Good. Water's always good. Good.
I
Good
think
and good and cleansing for the soul.
I think I did enough damage in the last week of the year.
How was your new
Enough.
year?
New Year was good.
Good.
It was quiet. Well, I mean, I spent time with my family, so I was with the kids, and
Yeah.
we did our toast, and we brought the new year in, to the countdown. It was real uneventful. So,
Yeah.
which is fine. Which is
Yeah.
fine with me. So, it was a
And
blessing.
and as you get older, you ain't got to turn up all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. The pomp and circumstance is too much for New Year's Eve. So, I was in bed by 2. It's all good.
But we did. You remember last year we turned up in that good old Sin
Oh,
City.
that's right. Yes, a year to the day. That's why it seemed so, that's why it seemed like it wasn't normal, because we did it big last
Well, we
year.
did it too big last year, baby.
Yes, New Year's in Vegas is a thing.
It's a
Okay.
whole thing. It's a whole vibe.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
do you believe in New Year resolutions?
Well, I mean, just like, I guess I can say, just like anyone else, we all kind of try to set mile markers and set expectations for ourselves. We
Mhm.
call them resolutions. You can call them, goals, that type of thing. But what I've done, I took the last week of the year off, and I took some time to kind of recharge and get my thoughts together.
Right.
And basically what I've decided, the direction that I've decided to go in, is try to figure out, like, in years past, like, what's happened that has kept me from meeting those goals, or realizing certain visions, or just doing the things that I think I should be
Right.
doing at this stage of my life. We all have put those pressures on ourselves, right?
Right. Right.
So, what I've decided to do is to focus on changing my behavior, and my approach to the things that I want to accomplish, because I realized that what I had been doing is, of course, we all have a vision book, a journal, we all have all these things, but
Mhm.
what are we doing to cement those things? What are we
Right.
doing to change the behavior that makes those things come into fruition, right?
Right.
So, my what I plan to do is to focus on changing my outlook and my behavior on why I'm not reaching certain goals, and why I decided to kind of, like, go a little bit deeper, more
Okay.
introspective. You know what I mean?
Are you going to work with someone doing this, or is this something that you're going to try to do on your own?
Well, I've also noticed that, of course, you know you have to be I'm learning that you have to be a student of some things in order to accomplish
Yeah.
certain things, because
Right.
although I'd like to be, I am a know-it-all, but I don't know it all, right? So, I want to be a student in this season, and be able to, take myself to the next level. But I have
Right.
to change my behavior, because I feel like the difference between the distance between what I want and where I am is my behavior. And when I say behavior, I mean my thought process,
Right.
my discipline is
Right.
number one. I have not exercised those things, because we tend to be doers with our, physically we're working women, but what are we doing to set that foundation so that we can actually reach those goals?
Right. Right.
So that's kind of where my head is at, is if can I change me, You know what I mean? Can I change me?
Not necessarily. I won't say change you.
Well, I mean,
I would say
my
enhance you. You
well,
recognize that there are some stumbling blocks that you have. You
of course.
feel it's your behavior that you want to work on and you want to change, and that's great. All it's going to do is just enhance what you already,
Oh,
all the other qualities that
100%.
you already have. You know, you got great qualities as it is. I mean, for one, you can decorate your butt off. You can cook your butt off.
That's
You're a
right.
great friend, because if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and we need to go do a drive-by,
We,
you one of them folks I can call.
I'm there. I'm pulling
Now
up.
you might say, at the end of it, you might say, "Bitch, we getting too old for this shit now. We getting too old for these drive-bys." But
Right.
we gonna go on and do it. But we getting too old for these
We
drive-bys.
go exactly.
So
Exactly.
you have awesome qualities, you know, but you know you better
Thank
than anybody. So I just wanted to bring you on. I wanted to hear your perspective on some of the things that you plan to do for the 2024 season.
Yes.
And
2024 is the year. It's our
yeah, and
year.
how you gonna, every year is the year. We say that every year. Every year is the year.
Right.
Anytime we are on this side, it's the year. Now I don't know about the other side.
100%. 100%. But I feel like I lack a certain amount of discipline. I'm entering into the second half of my life. And there are some things that I want to see happen, you know, on like you said, on this side.
Yeah.
And you know, to set me up for the next half of my life. So, you know, so we can keep kicking it. So we can
Oh
be
yeah, because you got the 5-0 coming.
yes.
You got
Yes.
the milestone.
A milestone is coming. I'll
Yes.
be 50 in 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. You got the milestone
yeah,
coming. It's
yes.
life changing. It's a
I
great thing, and it's life changing. Hey, you know, I'm just gonna throw a little commercial out here right quick. You know, as you all are watching, I need y'all to hit the like button. Need y'all to hit that subscribe button. Everybody, can you just take your little finger right now, or take your mouse or whatever it is you're using and click like. Click like. Thank you, Ursula. So yeah, so I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to 50, to celebrating 50 with you. I'm looking forward to all this. I know some great things are going to happen for you throughout this year. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch your growth and your improvement and the goals that you're setting for yourself. And I appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
All
right. We'll chat soon.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, everybody.
Oops. So yeah, so this is how I wanted to try something a little different, y'all. So I just wanted to bring people on. I want them to share, you know, 5-10 minutes of what their goals are this year. Your goals might be their goals. You may have set a goal for yourself and you're like, you know, I don't know how I'm going to reach it, or, you know, you might feel like you're by yourself. But one thing about Mission for Mental Health, the purpose of Mission for Mental Health is to let you all know you are not alone, period, in none of this journey. Like this whole trust and believe. When you think you by yourself, baby, it's somebody just like you, worse than you, maybe have gone through it and can advise you, or whatever the case may be. We got some big things coming. All right, so coming to the stage, y'all want a guy? Y'all ready for a man? Let me bring y'all a man. Let me bring a man in this situation. So coming to the stage, my boy Dre. Me and Dre been rolling like 4 flats since like 2000 and maybe I want to say 8, about 2008. So there we go. Playing this computer stuff. Hold on. Let me bring him on to the stage. Dre. What up,
though? Jackie?
As they say,
what up, though?
As they say in the G, what up, though?
I'm from the D, from the NY, so
I know.
Was good.
Yo, son. Yo, son. What's up, son? You got some Timbs on right now, son?
I got some Tim slippers on.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too.
So my girl from Malika, she was doing exactly. She was doing dry January. What you sipping on over there?
This is a glass of Del Mar number 12 cherry oak whiskey. Well, a scotch.
That don't sound expensive. Is that the type of stuff that you drink when you smoke a cigar or something like that?
Yes.
Is that what we call a grown man drink?
Yes. It's a
That's
sipping
a,
drink.
that's
It's
a,
not a
that's
drinking
a,
drink.
grown, that's a grown man drink. Well, I ain't drinking no grown man drink. I was feeling a little under the weather. So I, as they say in the South, I ratcheted back to my roots and thought of my dad. And my dad always told me a little whiskey will always knock out your cold. So I made me a little tonic here to knock out this cold that I got going on. So yes, so that's what I'm sipping on in my cute little cup. It's hot and everything. It feels good going down. So I made me a hot toddy. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Happy New Year. So do you do goals or resolutions, or is New Year like a reset for you, or what's your approach on New Year?
So every year I go in with a plan of things, like a checklist of things that I want to accomplish, how I want my life to look. I think long term. So everything I do today is for my future, for when I decide to retire. So I think we had this conversation a couple of years ago. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna start my own business, consulting. Everybody comes to me and asks me about different things. I need to get on that. So I started it last year. I've done a lot of test subjects. I got, believe it or not, a couple of clients under my belt. But what I wanted to do as part of it was get some certifications under my belt so I can, be certified to handle certain situations. So I teach people how to interview for jobs, how to dress, and men's etiquette, how to carry yourself, how to dress. I do bow tie Tuesdays at the job. I also, right now for 2024, my goal is cybersecurity. So I've already signed up for several classes to, get my cybersecurity and consulting. Get some of my cybersecurity certifications under my belt. I already have firearms instructor under my belt, but there's some other things that I want to get under my belt. But probably about this summer, I'm gonna start teaching classes, teaching folks how to use a firearm, taking it all the way back down to the nomenclature, what these parts are, how to use it, when to use it, how to clear it. Just pretty much have a full understanding.
And that's important. And this is going to cater to our civilians, correct?
That is correct.
That's really important because people call me all the time with questions about weapons, and I'm always advising them, like, look, you need to go ahead and learn how to, shoot what you got. You don't want the first time, you don't want to be in a situation that's the first time that you know about your weapon, cleaning your weapon, breaking down your weapon, putting your weapon back together. I think that's phenomenal. So there's a lot of long-term goals that you did mention. Do you have any short-term ones?
Short-term goals. Well, let's see. I want to get to Dubai this year. That's a short-term goal. But everything I'm doing, get to Dubai. That's a short-term goal. Yeah. But everything I'm doing is like, all my short-term goals are for the future. So, got a lot of here and now. Eventually, I want to probably, buy another house. I like to take my trips, my sabbaticals. So I like to take my stories. So those are things I'm looking at. So right now I'm going through different brochures and online, looking at different countries that I might want to visit that have
right. So you have short-term vacation goals, and in obtaining these goals, you are doing some research on the places that you want to go to. So you're not going out there willy-nilly and blind.
Right. Possibly live when I retire. I'm gonna be a digital nomad. So.
Yes. Awesome. I love it. I've always admired you. I always admired your tenacity, and I admire how driven you are. You've always been that way. You're extremely helpful. You've always been helpful to me. But I love your drive. I love when we have conversations sometimes, and I'm able to grab some nuggets from you because there's someone else in my ear that's already saying the same thing that you're saying. I'm just getting it from another source, so I can be like, he was right. So when we talk about money, when we talk about credit, and we talk about using your business as your everything, as your credit. We talked about opening business accounts. We've talked about a lot of, we talk junk, but we talk about a lot of important stuff too. So I've always admired you, and I tell people all the time, don't slip on Dre. Dre got a lot of knowledge, and you may not know it. But I promise you, when you have a conversation with him, Dre got a lot. Dre can drop some knowledge on you now.
Because the thing is, when I look at we were, a lot of us didn't grow up with financial literacy. We don't know about credit or starting an LLC and paying your bills through your LLC to build your business credit so it doesn't affect your personal credit. So you use that time to build your, to fix your personal credit. So when it's time for you to make a purchase, you don't need a co-signer or, to show you how to use your money, make your money work for you. Let the company that you work for, let them work for you. Let them put the for you to succeed for what you want to do when your tenure is over. And that's what I do. I like to see my people win.
Yeah, you're very savvy when it comes to money and making moves. So I definitely look forward to hold on one second. Send me your see, this is why I need a moderator, huh?
What you can do is, you can put the link to the in the chat, in the regular chat on YouTube, and they can click on that and come on as well.
All right.
You can manage.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, y'all? Just like that. So you saying I need to grab the link, the StreamYard link?
StreamYard, and you can put it in the chat on YouTube, in the chat, in the basic chat.
What I'm saying? Because usually I don't look at YouTube at all when I'm doing the. Because usually I don't look at YouTube at all.
Yeah, you got to make sure you look at YouTube. Because in StreamYard, you have private chat, you have the comments. You hit the comments, you can see everything that's going on in the chat. But I have to switch back.
Okay. So I put it in the chat. It's up there now. All right. So if you guys want to jump in and share the little nuggets of what your goals are for 2024 and how you're going to go about obtaining them, jump on in. I'd love to have you on. I think this conversation is great. I just want people to be able to grab some information and use it for themselves. That's basically it. I don't know how many people on here know about using their business as credit and things like they probably heard about it, but don't really know a lot of people who are actually doing it. Sometimes they feel like it's easier said than done. But Dre's gonna have his own episode on with me coming soon. So I want you all to tune in. I got a whole lot of information I got to drag out of him to share with you guys. So it goes deep because we're gonna talk about relationships. We're gonna talk about parenting. We're gonna talk about overcoming obstacles in relationships. We're gonna talk about money. We got a whole lot that we're gonna chat about. Okay.
What's that?
I appreciate you, Dre.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right, y'all. All right, coming to the stage all the way from the Pacific time zone. Coming to the stage all the way from the Pacific time zone. Now, I know you guys know, you hear about me talking about this girl all of the time. I know y'all think we're sisters. We grew up like sisters, but we are actually, I am the auntie and she is the niece. She is my sister's daughter. So I know you all hear about me talking about her all the time. Her Founders Day is coming up pretty soon. So, I'm trying to put me a little collage together so I can do this, y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, so coming to the stage, all the way from Cali, the Sunshine State. Is this the Sunshine State? Do they call it the sun? What do they call it?
I don't know, but we're not the Sunshine State.
Yeah, that's Florida, huh?
I think so.
So now that I have an educator on here, I got a question. Is it New Year? Is it Happy New Year or is it Happy New Years?
There's no S on it. S makes it plural.
So it's not Happy New Years?
No.
Is that go? I guess that goes in the same category as scrimp and screet and things of that nature, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, you know what it is. Well, happy New Year to you, Nisi.
What's my correct name, Nisi? I'm what?
Sorry, Maisha.
What?
Nisi Pooh. I dropped my earring. She
Number
is
one.
Nisi Pooh number 1, and her daughter is Nisi Pooh number 2. So Nisi Pooh number 1 and Nisi Pooh number 2. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Auntie.
Yes. Did you do anything
And
special?
no, I just hung out and watched movies and played board games and had a little adult beverage to bring in the year.
Do you have one now?
Say
Or are
that
we
again.
trying January?
Yeah.
Starbucks. That's her thing. She loved it. But what's in that cup though?
It is coffee, but it
Okay.
could have something else in it, like alcoholic nutmeg.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta have a little splash of something in there. Gotta have a splash of something. So do you do New Year resolutions? Do you do those New Year goals, New Year vision boards, New Year? I say the same thing every year, but I didn't say it this year. Every year I say stuff like, I'm gonna lose 25 pounds and I'm gonna I'm gonna learn how to meditate and I'm gonna learn how to do some yoga and I'm gonna eat right. I say the same shit every year. This year, yeah, I just said I ain't saying nothing because I'm eating tacos to the 5th. So I ain't saying anything.
So no, I do not make resolutions. I stopped doing that a long time ago. But what I do say is that first I say I just want to do better and be better than I was the year before. So that kind of opens it up to a lot of things.
Right, because that's broad.
So like when you asked me to like come on, I was like, oh, I need to write some stuff down.
Just like a teacher.
So like, well, yes, I am the teacher educator, but I've been off work. So
yes, we know.
I'm enjoying this period of time.
Yes.
But what I do need to do better is actually to write things down. There was a time where I would write things down, check them off, and I was very successful at accomplishing those goals.
Right.
But then life happens and I stopped doing it. And then I'm like, I need to go back to it. But for some reason, when I know what the reason is now, why I just I don't like to write like I used to. It's like part of me is like, I just don't want to remember stuff. So that kind of goes into the mental health part. Like, I just don't want to remember stuff. I used to journal a lot. I stopped doing that. So this year I did buy a journal.
Okay.
It's just blank pages. So that is something that I did do. So I can start doing that again.
Okay. Did you find when you were journaling, did you find that you were able to accomplish more when you were journaling because you were able to write it down and then go back and reflect on what you said in January or in February or a week ago? Did you find journaling making yourself being held accountable, more accountable?
So when I did journal on a consistent basis, I rarely went back and read what I wrote. It's kind of like it was done, it was there. But then I had my goals and step to step. And actually where I learned how to do this was the class I took at San Jose State. Some people might know about being on academic probation. So it happened one time. And they made me take a class basically on how to be a student. And that was one of the most beneficial classes I have ever taken. And I still have the book from that class. And, that's over 30 years ago.
It is.
And so I've been coming out of 2023, I've been like, you know what? I keep thinking about that. Like, this is the time where I was highly, highly successful. So kind of like what I'm dealing with in this moment is because I've been off of work, for work comp reasons and just healing my body. and just resting my body.
Right.
That I got to kind of jump start myself because I've been really in a chill mode and relaxed because
Mhm.
that's what my mind needed. That's what my mind and my body needed.
Right.
But I will be returning to work in about 3 weeks. So I'm like, you know
Right.
what? And it's just good that you reached out to me today because it also was a reminder of you got to start getting into a routine, Maisha, because you will be
Mhm.
going back to work and you don't want to kind of start it cold turkey.
Correct.
Some things that I do plan on getting accomplished this year, though, because like I said, you made me start writing down and think about some things. Um, I'm in school to get my administrative credential.
Yes.
So I have one more semester to go. Class starts January 18th, second semester, and then I'll be done.
Yes.
I can't stand being a student.
I'm clear on that. I am clear on that. Mm-hmm.
So, when I was still at work and my kids are like, I'm like, you didn't do your homework. Excuse me? Do you have a 40+ hour job? What you got to do? You got a whole class with me 3 days a week to work on
Yeah.
homework, classwork, project. I'm just like, y'all know I got to go home at night on my weekend. So
Yes.
they kind of got
That's
tired of
that's the
me.
part of being a grown student. Absolutely. It's rough. Been there.
So but I'm excited because this is long overdue. I mean, as you
Yeah.
know, this is my 26th year being a teacher.
Yes.
And it's just long overdue. So to get it done. So that does keep me motivated. I do have
Yeah.
a really good coach.
Yes.
My colleague who retired 2 years ago, he
Mm-hmm.
kind of keeps me on the straight and narrow, like, oh, you have to think like an administrator, Maisha, not a
Yes.
teacher.
Yes.
And really helped me with my final project that was due for the last semester. Spent a whole day with him.
Yeah.
I need to update my resume. I have not updated my resume since I got this job, and I've been
We
here
ain't
for
even gonna talk
16
about
years.
that. Yeah. And they
I
do
can't
things
even
different now.
find that. Yeah, and then I can't even find that resume. I don't
You
even know
don't
where
need
it
it.
is.
You don't need it. Because they do things different now. Because now you need an introduction to the introduction. You need a cover and a resume. So you do an introduction to the introduction.
Yeah. So
It's a lot.
good
It's
thing,
different. It's different. It's
good thing
different.
that I do have one of my girlfriends in my sister circle here. Resumes are one of her things, and so she's going to help me with my resume.
Yeah.
Who was it? Dre Blanco,
Uh-huh.
talking about I mean, like the LLC and basically additional streams of income. I think most of
Absolutely.
us are aware on some level that we need to have additional streams of income. So I've
Mhm.
been, kind of pondering that one, right, with the LLC. I got a new accountant. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
my accountant passed away.
Hmm.
But I got a new accountant,
Mhm.
Black man as well. And so these are conversations that we've been having. And so he's going to help me, get that going, set that up, like Dre was talking about the business credit
Right.
kind of thing. So those are some things that I hadn't, thought about before. And like, how do I maximize these 26 years in education?
Mhm.
I don't want to be no tutor. I don't want to be no tutor.
Right.
And that's what I do every day.
Right.
But
And you've been in this thing long enough to where you are better. Not there's anything wrong with tutors. Not knocking the tutors. Not knocking the tutors. One of my girlfriends, her daughter is a math genius, and she, as her LLC, is a tutor. But you have more to offer. You have so much more to offer. So much more. And she's young. She's a baby. She's still in her 20s. You have
Thank
way
you.
more experience to offer. And I'm gonna wrap you up so I can move on to the next one. But you got a lot of goals, and I'm glad that you shared them with us because now I got something to ask about. So how's your journaling coming along, girl? Did you write your paper? No,
Well, the last thing that I will share,
go ahead.
the last thing I will share with everyone is I'm also about stamping my passport. Jackie knows I had a dog. I love my dog. I love Juno. And Juno died 2 years ago. And it was sad. But what I say is Juno allowed me to be able to have some of my time back because I couldn't do a lot of travel or long travel
Right.
because there's always a how do you accommodate
Got
your
a
pet?
boredom. Uh-huh. And he was a
Yeah.
big old
So
German Shepherd, y'all. He was huge.
and so with Juno passing, I just chose because it just happened all of a sudden.
Right.
He was healthy. So I just looked at it as, Juno allowed me to have this freedom so I can travel. So one of the first trips I took was going to Ghana, 2 weeks.
Right.
And if you haven't been to the African continent, I just encourage everybody to do it. But it just allowed me to stamp my passport.
Yes.
24, I'm not going out of the country, but I'm going to Essence for the first time.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Um,
make that one with you. I got to do this Sweet
okay,
16, but I'm gonna try to make that one too.
right.
And I know Malika, she
And
love
then
her some Essence, so maybe she'll come too. Malika love her some Essence. Malika tell us the whole
and
everywhere to eat, everywhere to go, everything to do, and all that stuff about the Essence because she done been to the Essence a million times. I'm just saying.
in
Sorry to
2025,
put your
I'm going
business
to
out
Greece. Yes. Like I said, in 2025, I'm going to
there.
Greece.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm happy with me. I can
good.
say that I'm happy with me and really mean it. There are years where I've said it and like, but I can really say through, and I have a therapist,
Yes,
um, and it's wonderful. And if you don't have one, try it. Because I don't hold as much as I used to hold. I
correct.
just be like, oh, got an appointment. I'm about to let it loose.
Yeah. All right, girl. I love you. I got to move to the next guest. Thank you for
All
sharing
right.
your goals for 2024. And we will chat, girl. We're gonna chat later. So I'll talk to you soon. Love you. All right, all right. See what I'm saying? So people have different nuggets. Like Dre talks about money. Shoot, Maisha turned around and talked about money. So it's so many, you never know who can relate to who and what has what to offer to somebody. And that's why I wanted to do this episode. It may go over because I got some folks in the waiting room, y'all, and I'm excited. So let me just bring on the next guest. She has been actually, I'm gonna hold her for 1 second because I want to talk to her. Yes, Cindy, I'm gonna hold you for 1 second, honey. I'm gonna hold you. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm gonna move to I'm gonna stay in Cali because they still got sunlight up. They probably still got cooked dinner and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go down to Cali before she back out on me. So I'm about to bring up my sister from another mister, my sweetheart sister. And look, y'all, when I tell you this girl can dress her tail off, oh my God. And I know she got a glass of wine. Where you wine at, babe? Hold on. Unmute. Where's your wine at, Tasha?
Okay, I think I unmuted. I was like, because you get excited from the word and you're like, oh, damn, it wasn't me. I was like, wait, Jackie's talking about me. Wait.
I'm talking about you. Where's your fancy glass? Hold up your fancy glass. Let's see what you got.
I got one for you too. I just haven't mailed it yet.
See what I'm saying?
You know I'm bad on shipping.
Yeah, we know she's bad on shipping, but we working on that. We're working on that. We're not gonna say that she's bad on shipping. We're not gonna say that. Happy New Year, my sister.
Happy New Year.
You look beautiful as always.
Thank you. And you know what? I'm gonna just say thank you.
For what?
You know what, Jackie? I am like really honored to be here because when you texted me this morning, I was like, telling you how busy my day was, and then I remember a little while back, I had time to get on the calendar and then I got busy again. And I was like, you know what? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
You better ask somebody.
And I said to myself, I am ready. I'm here.
Yes. So one thing that you all don't know or may know or may not know, Taisha is a seamstress. Taisha and her twins, her identical twin, have been making clothes since they were little girls. Am I right?
That's right. I remember the day I sewed my finger up on the machine to this day. Okay. I remember that. And I remember seeing blood. And you know what? And I was wondering why. This is so funny to me because I think I was like 4 or 5, young enough to remember, but not really, kind of. And so anyway, my mom laughed sometime. And finally, it took me years to get it. as I got older. And she said, Taisha, you did not sew through your finger. She said that, the needle just like nipped it a little bit. But to me, I sewed through my finger. And I believed that for a long time. But anyway, it was some blood. But anyway, she said, don't mess with the sewing machine. But yeah, Jackie, since the first time I ever remember sewing, I had to be like 4.5, 5, like little doll clothes. And honestly, it was for a stuffed animal. It wasn't even for like an actual real doll, because this is the 70s. So you better share that doll.
So do you believe in resolutions and setting goals, or vision boards and things like that? Do you do all that stuff in the new year?
And I'm gonna be blatantly honest, okay? I'm not saying any word just to look good. I'm gonna say yes to some of it and no to some of it, meaning that I find, okay, with the vision board, for me, the vision boards take away for me, and I do like them, they're fun, but to me, that's like an activity I have to make time for. So for me, it's easier to get a sketch pad and then put all these notes on it, what I want to do that week or for the month.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, really that still is a vision board, because that's my vision for that week. But I'm learning too that all work and no play makes a boring person. So
Absolutely.
My thing is, vision boards are fun. I mean, they're fun. So how come work can't be fun too? I feel like designing is fun enough. But it's really not, because it takes a lot of skills and techniques into that. So, okay, I answered that. That's enough for
that. So what is one? We'll just focus on one thing. What is one vision that
was on my vision board too, my sketch pad? Focus on one thing, Jackie.
Yeah, sometimes look at you. Look at that.
Hey. But you know what? I said I'm going to refrain from the chat, because Maisha I didn't see Maisha's name up there. But anyway, I saw her face, right? I was like, that's Jackie's auntie. Right?
The other way around. It's my niece.
You're right. You're her auntie. But, the age is, a little different. And I always love me some Maisha. She was, I don't want to go back to college days, but she was always such a calm spirit.
She's still like that
always, today. Just like she was today. And to hear that
she's the calm one, I'm the wild one. I know.
Whatever,
so back to you. To you.
For some reason, I always felt like Maisha was older. That's right, Maisha. I said, let me get out the chat, sip my wine.
Jackie, she is older. She's older. So back to you, Taisha. We're not going to deflect. We're going to do one thing.
That's another thing, Jackie, on my list, to stop deflecting. I kid you not, because that's another thing. I'm not kidding you. My list, right? Because I have serious lists, okay? And I stick to them, but not good enough. What I mean is they're not 100% completed, okay? So, little things coming in during the day. And, that's life. Stuff is going to happen, okay?
It is.
And so, but I'm going to be real again. I have like so many journals of notebooks around the house, because I make sure I clean up my office area, let me say like every 3 months. And then to me, I'm not doing enough 3 months work, but I know it's fabric and stuff like that. But the thing is that I'm always revamping my office, but I have to remind myself that I'm still busy, but busy doing what?
Right. Because we're going to work on one thing. Is it a goal of yours to have Lockame items sold?
At one point in my life, that was a good question, because when I first started, to answer that question today, yes. But why I'm laughing a little bit? Because I wear a lot of my own stuff. But it's I don't really have to shop. Like, it's so hard for me to shop, Jackie. Because
I wish I could create something that everyone doesn't have on.
Yeah, and if you think about it, like once you have the good fabrics, okay, and because I work, I'm a teacher too. Like I do after school recreational with the children. I teach them fashion design, you girl. You know, I always say this, everybody's not going to love me, but the skills that I love it when I get like well, they come in all ages, really. I'm not going to even throw out, but you know, the 4th and 5th graders, because I teach K through 5, and I always bring them up because I love children of the world. They really are. I mean, you know, they get over stuff easy. They're good listeners if they want to be. You know, the good thing is that if they're interested, they're all in. That's one thing I say. Oh yeah, don't encourage people to do stuff they don't want to do. Well, that's a whole nother topic. But anyway,
and you know, and so you know, I'm getting ready to move on because we ain't got.
Do I want to sell stuff? Of course I do. That's why my website is there, www.lockmecollection.com. It's still growing. I'm still building it.
Put it in the chat.
Oh, the
Can
chat.
You put it in the chat for me?
See it? Okay.
Did you put it in the chat?
Because I teach classes too. Because here's another thing, Jackie. Because that question was so deep though to me. Because within fashion, I said to myself, I had to focus on what it is that I'm really good at in fashion. Now, creating the line and stuff and all that, you know, the marketing comes and all that. But I also want to. I was like, hey, teach classes on online classes, and so that's why I'm gonna put it in the chat too. Because I teach sewing, I teach draping. I get to show you how to get your line from the beginning to the end, like easy clockwork. But you know, the production part is a whole nother side because it takes money. Okay, when it comes to mass production.
Now that I have you on the line and you see how this platform works, can I book you on a show? Your own,
you know what, Jackie, girl, I thought this was the show. You did me so right. I really thought that this was your show, right? I was like, I got
this is my show, but this is my show. But this episode isn't just about you. But I want an episode with just you.
That is so cool, Jackie. Of course.
Okay.
And I'm so glad like this today. I jumped in, I changed my schedule, which don't matter because it still benefits me. But I was like, Taisha, you ready? Thank you, Jackie.
All right, girl. Love you. So we're going to hit you on the next
one.
Love you
too.
Yep. Love you. All right, y'all. So like I said, so I got a whole clothing designer on here. Like a whole, this girl's been, I wish I still had that outfit that girl made me. She made me a hoodie with a little pants. It was so cute. It was absolutely adorable. So the girl is very, very talented. You see, she has all these ideas, right? She has all these ideas, but you know, I'm going to have to bring her on with someone who can help her just put these ideas in place. And then she's going to have success because she got the potential to be there. The girl's bad at making clothes. I mean, there's no doubting it at all. So, all right. So coming to the stage, we're going to move to our next guest. We're going to slide over to my chef. I'm so excited. Boy, when I tell you that my chef came over here the other day and made some, hold on. This is your moment, but I'm going to bring Malika, can you jump in? I'm going to put you back on for 1 second. Just 1 second.
Chef.
Malika, how
up, sis?
How are you?
I'm all right. What about yourself?
I'm well.
How was them? Yes. I just brought you on for one question. How was them tacos?
The tacos were bomb. Oh. So let me just say this before, I know we on a time crunch. As a person who worked in food service previously in my previous life, because I had like 2 lives, your execution, your talent, like you cook with love. So, I know catering and cooking is labor intensive. It will take you out, and it's not for the faint at heart. Yeah. So, I definitely respect that. But back to what Jackie was saying, tacos, Fred's party, like all of that, like A1.
Thank you. I really appreciate A1. That. And thanks for acknowledging the fact that people don't understand what they want something done. Oh. And people don't realize the work that has to go into it to make it look like what you're trying to give them the ideal setting for if they're going to be hosting a party.
Which is why I got out.
Yeah. So
bye, girl. What's up? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my sis. How you doing?
I'm doing outstanding. I've been sitting here drinking a little what you call it now? I've been drinking now. Lord have mercy. You know when you're sick. So what you got in your glass?
I like a little Woodford Reserve, a little Cohiba cigar. I dabbed into a few extra days of working. I was supposed to be off all this week, but I dabbed in a little bit, getting ready for something for that 9 to 5 for next week. So
y'all and them grown men drink. Don't nobody drink like Jack Daniels no more. Y'all drinking grown now.
That's that rock gut. Hey, that's that rock gut.
Well, that's what I'm drinking, rock gut then. I need something to help knock this cold about my body. So
I hear you.
Well, Happy New Year to you. Do you do like resolutions or goals or vision boards or anything like that when the new year starts?
I will have to tell you, I did for a while. I used to set goals, I used to set goals prior to the new year, right? So now what I started doing was setting the goals probably about October, November. And it's only because of things that I've already set myself up for prior to the new year. So I do, as you already know, I do food competitions at the bottom half of the year. Correct. So I'm already in game time mode. So if your mind is not prepped to go compete in those food competitions or take care of all those engagements that you already applied yourself for right. to cater for people and compete in that same season. So I was doing bad saying, hey, I'm gonna do it in January. That's bad if I did it like that. So I start around October through December
to plan for the next year.
Because I get a running start. So now I don't have to get ready to get my mind
because you're already staying ready.
I'm already in mode.
You're already staying ready. As who was I talking to on here? And they were saying if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I totally agree with that. 100%.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You already ready to roll. So that's a good idea. And some people kind of do that also with the workout. They'll start like October, November, so they don't have to feel the rush of the people who's fake.
Right.
Who's fake in December and January, who really ain't who's gonna fall off in February. It is good. It's a good idea. They say that when you start thinking about certain things, go ahead and execute them now. There's no need to wait for a certain date to do it. Just go ahead and start doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. How long you been doing that?
Oh man. Hey, I gotta be honest, and I can say probably last year and this year. And here, the only reason why I've been trying to even get my mind conditioned to do it like that is because I've gotten serious in the KCBS, which is the Kansas City Barbecue Society. So I'm qualified now. I'm nationally qualified. So anytime my name gets called, I'm asked to get an invitation to come compete in some barbecue or do some food. Guess what? It's around that season, and guess what? I'm already in game mode. I ain't got to worry about that. My wife knows it. My friends know it. Even my teammates know, and they be like, "Yeah, I know what you're calling me for." When they see me ring their phone, "Hey, man, we got something coming up in another state. Let's do it."
Yeah, and it's good, and that also gives you the ability to work on other side things. So, like when somebody like me calls and says a week prior, "Hey, can I have a whole taco bar spread for my birthday party?"
Mm-hmm.
You were already prepared for it. Awesome.
Now I want to throw something at you.
Okay.
So I saw you did you had some birria tacos the other day online, right? Mm-hmm. On social media. Now I was gonna upset you this weekend, and I was just gonna do a full salon of how I do mine, and I wanted you to compare it to how you was gonna eat yours the next time you get them. Now we could do this 2 ways.
Okay.
You can get it on the video, or you can get it in person.
Oh, I'm getting it in person. I don't even know why you playing with me.
Right. So I'll hold off.
Why are you playing with me? Why? Where Malika at? Malika, why he playing with us? Why he playing with us? Hey, Perks, I appreciate you. Throw your website in the chat so people can always come back and look at it if they need a chef in their area. I appreciate you for always just coming through. Your food is amazing. Them 2 sauces that you recommended to us, we've been squirting that stuff on everything we cook. We squirting that sauce on there. I mean, hey, y'all, I'm telling you, you want a chef who is professional. Everything is clean. His wife, she'd be standing right there with him. The food is amazing. It was hot. I mean, I didn't have to, he had everything you can think of for it. He's Blaxican part 2. Like anything I need for a taco, but even the previous party that he did for us, y'all, the food was amazing. The food, my Thanksgiving, amazing. My Thanksgiving, my food was so hot. I had to put it on cardboard in the back of my car to bring it home. The food was amazing. Maisha, was the food amazing?
Let me see if I can chime in.
Was the food amazing? The Thanksgiving food?
Oh, that's the cousin Kelly that was there. That's
her. Yeah, that's my niece.
Okay. Yeah.
Food was amazing.
Absolutely.
Hey, well, look, I'm a chime off. Can I throw 2 or 3 things in there real quick? I want to share with everybody, and it's positive. Right?
Yes.
So I do want people to understand, running a business, especially in the food business or any business, it don't have to be food business. Consistency is key. You got to be consistent. If you're going to go for something and it's a passion, you got to be consistent.
Absolutely.
And do not change up your style of how you're being consistent, because it's yours. Number 1, cleanliness, being professional, talking to people, keep communicating with people if you're providing a service, even up to the day that you're going to show up or they're coming to you. Always communicate with them to see what their preference is, because if they gave you a down payment or if they paid you to be there and provide a service, always be consistent. Consistency is key.
Absolutely.
Now, I bring that up, and the last part is, Jackie, this is for you. When you first started this show, a year and some change ago, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What was the first thing that I did? I saw that you were wanting to do something that was positive, and I said, hey, I have a knick-knack that you probably can use.
Yes.
Here, I'm going to come meet you and put it in your car so you can
I got it right here.
There you go.
It's right here.
And guess what? Consistency is key. You have been very consistent. Even when your followers are a lot, even when they're low, I think there are more people that are missing out on what you're doing, and you have been consistent. I think changing people's lives, getting them to engage with people, hearing somebody that could do it day in and day out will change their lives when they're at their low. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate it. Stay consistent.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, Happy New Year to you, and I will chat with you soon.
Well, I'll see you soon. I'm around the corner.
You're going to see me soon. Oh, man. That is very true. Consistency is key, and it's really key in anything that you're doing. I heard somebody say before, I think it was Lunel, the comedian Lunel. She said, if you can't live without what you're doing, then it's just a hobby for you. I mean, then it's for you. But if you can live without it, you don't really care about it, then it's just a hobby for you. But if this is something that you can't live without, if you dream about it, you think about it, you talk about it, you share about it all the time, then this thing is for you. And that's what I try to do. I try to always go out and meet people and talk to people. I share my daughter's story with people. It's gotten to where people call me and they calling me like I'm some kind of provider. I am not a provider. I'm just a little old police officer and a mama who done been through some things. And all I do is share my experience and try to, give you the resources I wish someone was able to give to me. Coming to the stage. Oh, Cindy, you coming, but you last. You coming? Oh yeah, you last, but you coming. Coming to the stage. Coming to the stage. This lady right here is she over here? Ade, you there? I see her. Okay, so I'm about to bring Ade to the stage. I'm gonna bring her on now because we're running out of time. We're gonna go over just a tad bit. Ade, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
That's what's up.
Ade has been a true blessing to my family.
Oh.
And Ade comes over once every about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And she cares for my mom. She does her toes and she does her nails. And my mom is like in heaven when she comes. Now, she never can say Ade's name.
I love it.
But she knows who Ade is. And she has truly, truly been a blessing for my family. Welcome to the stage, girl.
Bitch. That's what's up. You know better. Oh.
I appreciate you. Do you do? Yeah. Oh yeah. She quick now. Don't think that because she come over here and take care of Mama feet that she don't cuss up something. Yeah, she cuss up something in a minute.
And my mama
do. My mama thinks it's hilarious. She thinks it's hilarious.
We do. Don't put it all on me. Your mama. Yes, we do.
I know. So when I cuss, y'all know where I got it from.
Right.
So, do you do resolutions or do you do vision boards or what do you do for the new year? Do you bring in anything? Do you make any promises to yourself or things do you set goals for yourself for the new year?
Oh, let me promises. His word has given us the promise, and that's what I lean on. So, with that being said, after on the tail end of your chef, those tacos and tequilas off the chain. I wanted to let you know that. What he is saying is consistency. So if you're going into the new year, you have to see how you finished the year before. And yes, I've been consistent. And now I can expect to receive. And that's how I'm going into the new year because of how I closed out this previous year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
so
what's up.
Kind of like what Perkins was saying, set yourself up ahead of time. So it's not shocking or disappointing when you don't achieve the goals that you said that you sought for. A lot of people wait till December 31st or January 1st to say, I'm going to do this, that, this, that, this, that. And by March, all that's out the window, right? Because not all the time, but sometimes it's out the window because that's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of pressure you put on yourself. If I'm saying I want to lose 35 pounds by March 30th, that's a lot of pressure to put on me. And I like tacos. So, it's a lot of pressure. But if you prepare for it, like you're saying, and like Perkins was saying, or Eddie, I call him Perkins because y'all know we all work together. So the way Eddie was saying, Chef was saying, if you start preparing for it early, it's not such a huge a goal in January. I love that idea, and I'm glad that you all mentioned that.
Yes, I set this goal 13 years ago when I found out I was going to be a grandmother. Living in Arizona, minding my business, and I get a phone call, and I had to come back to Atlanta. And so I'm still living off that promise that was given to me that you're going to be all right. And so living off of that, goals could have been set years ago.
Right.
You just have to give it its time. It's a seed planted, and you have to allow it to grow and to blossom. And on that way, you just have to trust God and do good and have fun, because your 50s bring you to that place and space where you have earned it. And you alone have to know that for yourself. Yes. And no one can take that from you. It's yours to take. If I can say anything, your 50s, you have you have earned the right to live life, you
Yeah,
know,
you're half a century.
and oh yeah, I'm loving
Yeah,
50s, you know, and it's given me permission to be. And so far, so good. And it's going to continue. And when you know you are living your best life on the latter half, you let go of the former. And um, I'm appreciative of that. I'm going into 2024 very appreciative.
good.
And it's just the beginning. You talking about consistency. You just gave me a call. I was at a client's house who I've been doing for 13 years. And I told them my prices now have changed and they're going up. And she was like, oh, really? I was like, yes, I deserve it. And
Yeah,
my consistency has shown I deserve it. And yeah, take it or leave it. And I said, y'all are growing. Why am I not able to grow?
exactly. We all want to raise on our job, right?
Ah,
Don't we
well,
all want to raise on our job?
I don't do a job. I'm an experience, and your mama knows it. And that's why we love each other. And my humility through doing that is giving me freedom, and freedom ain't free.
Yes. Yes. I wish y'all could see Taisha down there. She's like, yes.
Oh, that's what's up.
I wish y'all could see her down there. She is like, yes.
Yeah, and it's a true
Wow.
price that we pay, but it's not just I think what each year does, it gives us a guidepost. Like someone said about reading your journal. Yeah, read your journal because that is your own handwriting. That is you. That is your
Mhm.
conversation that you had with yourself. So no one can tell you but you, and you have a receipt, evidence of
Yeah,
something written. I'm going to spend these next couple of weeks looking at my appointment book, my calendar notes. It's all compressed. I'm going to read that over, and it helps you see who you were, who you are, and it helps say, okay, let me see what was I thinking this past year, what was going on in my mind. And you learn to trust the process because when you read back a year, it helps give you a seed for the upcoming season.
correct.
2024, cash is king, baby.
Yes, it is.
Cash is king. And yeah,
Yeah.
so
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for those nuggets, girl. I'm so glad. Thank you for supporting my show. You're always on here.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much
for
for inviting me into this
absolutely,
realm. I love it. It is
absolutely.
beautiful, and you have an awesome platform. I love it. I love it. That's what's
Thank
up.
you. All right. Well, I'll see you soon.
Yes,
All
right.
right.
And don't stop.
Bye. All right, y'all. See, so who would have hey, a day is ready for 2024, baby. She already been practicing since last year, for 2024. And I love that thought process. I'm glad that they brought that up. That is something to really look into, like, hey, let me go ahead and prepare early. That way, what do we say? Stay ready so we ain't got to get ready. That's the bottom line. Go back and look at your notes and look at your journal and look how you've grown, look how you've matured, or look and see what you need to tweak. Sometimes you can go back in your journal and look through it and see, okay, there's some things I need to tweak. So, all right, y'all. So, we're past the 9:00 hour, but I got one more guest, and I saved her for last. And I saved her for last because the last time she was on the show, we had a storm and it was just a hot mess. I am going to rebook her this year on another date. But I saved her for last because her story just does something to me. She's definitely my sister. This girl gives and gives and gives and gives and gives so much. So much. So not that the rest of y'all don't give. I don't be getting all in your feelings or nothing like that. But this one right here, she holds a little special place in my heart. What up, girl?
What's up? You see, I'm looking tired here.
Yeah, you been working out? Oh, look at you. You twisted up your hair for real.
I
It has
love
grown so much.
I go tomorrow to get it.
To get a
Touch it
retwist?
up. Yes.
Yeah.
I knew I had spoke to you earlier. Can you hear me? Am I loud
I
enough?
can hear you.
Okay.
I can
So
hear
I
you.
have it set on my phone every Wednesday, 8:00 it rings. So I call myself, I was in my pajamas. I had laid down.
It's okay.
And that
We
light went off.
would have interviewed you right with them pajamas on. But I definitely need to bring you back on because our last show, it was so it didn't you didn't get the justice that you deserve because we were in that weather situation.
Yes.
Right.
That was for
Happy
them.
New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you as well. And no, I haven't been at the gym.
No, I'm surprised.
I know.
This boot camp queen right here. This boot camp queen.
The 50-year-old body is saying, we're gonna go another route.
Do you do you do New Year's resolutions or poster boards or set goals for the new year?
I did that in the past. I can't remember when was the last time I did my vision board. It was a couple of years ago. But I have had to make a change on how I do things. No goals, no plans, no set it ahead. Because when I do that, I consistently have set plans, goals, and all that. But one person changes it every time because it's not in his path. So I live on Proverbs 3. And I'm going to read it. Yeah, chapter 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will make your path, your path. And that's where I'm at. That's why I say I just changed a lot of things up.
Yeah. You know, they always say you want to make God laugh, create your own plan.
Yes.
Because he'll change your plan in a heartbeat. Yeah.
And I've seen it consistently. I moved for a job, changed everything, got down there, and it has tapped into my mental health. Yeah. To the point where I took off for 4 months from this job. It had just gotten to that, some stuff in my personal life in there. So I'm on a spiritual healing. I went through the mental healing based on the events in my life and taking that level of accountability. But the spiritual side of it, it's a different journey.
It's a different journey.
Yes, the soul ties, those things that you are attracting, that type of thing. Yes. So now my, 2024, 2023, at the end of the year, all of mine is every day I wake up and I'm like, God, what do you want me to do today? And I have to really, really listen. I did some healing within my family. I hadn't talked to my little sister in 3 years. And he spoke to me and said, you need to go there, hug her, and y'all need to talk. And that's exactly what I did. And so that healing.
Yes.
So that's my, it's an everyday thing. It's not an every
journey. So
it's not every year, it's an every day.
So what you're saying is we're not creating vision boards. No. We're not creating goals. We're not doing resolutions. We are allowing God to order our steps daily. Yes. It takes a lot of discipline and it takes a lot of meditation to understand to know the difference when you're hearing yourself and when you're hearing God. It takes a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And I stumble, I pull it back together, and I stumble, and I pull it back together. And I was like, okay, I'm stopped. I'm going to listen. So it's taking a lot of reading and a lot of self-healing to the point I am resigning from that job.
Yeah, because it's messing with your mental health. Who wanted, you better act like you act like the young folk. The young folk, they don't play about their mental health. They're like, he yelled at me. Yeah. I don't have to take this. I'm out. I've decided kids will get gone in a heartbeat on you and go Uber somewhere.
And I've moved to another state. I won't mention what state yet.
Okay.
And I have I'm moving into a 1-bedroom. This is the first time as an adult
I'm living without a husband, children.
I said, where
It's
the grandbabies? Oh,
It's me.
just on your own.
So I'm giving as much as I give out, I got to give in. So as they say, put my oxygen mask on first so that I can continue to give and help. That's where I'm at. So that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely. And you know, it's nothing wrong with being selfish.
It's not selfish.
It is what taking care of you. I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care of me. I'm being selfish right now. I'm taking care of me. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You have been, y'all may not know. And I'm sorry, this voice is about to go. Cindy did my baby shower. I never had a baby shower. Like a huge baby shower. Like I never had I've had people bring me gifts when I was having all them kids, but I've never had a baby shower. Cindy put together some of y'all on this thing was there. Cindy gave me a whole baby shower, y'all. It was so pretty. Like she is always giving, because she had to turn around and give her I think she gave her best friend one and then me, or vice versa.
Y'all were very close.
It was very close. Yes. You know, but it's always, she used to give at our old job. We had parties because of Cindy. We had Thanksgiving and Christmas because of Cindy. I mean, she's always giving. So, and them kids ain't want for nothing. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with, girl, don't let me move in a one bedroom. Boy, everybody's like, she done went crazy. Jackie done went crazy. Jackie went crazy. She done moved into a one bedroom. But there's nothing wrong with that. And it probably feels like woosah.
Yeah, I'm moving this upcoming week. I've been moving for the past couple of weeks. Staying in hotels. Like I'm up in Atlanta right now with my mom. Yeah. And then I'll go back. I'll drive back and sign my lease and go from there. So yes.
It probably feels like a woosah moment. It's exciting.
Yes, to be still and feel that peace. You know, I see some memes where they said disappear for like 6 months and then come back and see how you've changed. But I'm not going to lose myself.
Right.
So,
right.
Woo.
Boundaries are really important. Sometimes we don't set boundaries, especially when we have a lot of kids. Sometimes we don't even set boundaries for them, and they grown.
Yes. It's my son's birthday today. I have one birthday day. He's turning 25.
They grown, living their life. Yes.
I can't wait.
Awesome. I knew I needed you last for a reason. I didn't know why. I just needed to put you on last for a reason. So I like that. You know, allow God to order your steps. I mean, it's not easy.
He don't make mistakes.
No.
So I can't go wrong.
No, we're the ones who usually get in the way. We always try to come up with our own plans and do our own thing. And and I'm not saying don't plan anything for yourself. We're not saying that, but just know that some big decisions that you want to make, you might want to consult with God before you do them. Do have a little consultation, but you have to be able to know what you're hearing, because it's easy to get in your own way.
And you'll know the difference when you're in your own way, because you're going to see the outcome. Like, I ain't tell you that. That's not what I said. Sit back and let's do this like I said. So it's a journey, and it's something that's so new to me, but I've seen some of the works and I understand, but it might take me a year to completely get to where it's at, where I'm flowing. But yes, I'm enjoying. My children now. I said I have to step away from y'all because I'm blocking y'all blessings. So God got something, like it was like my father's not here. Oh yes, he is. He always with you.
Yes.
So I've seen the growth even with them by me.
Because sometimes we coddle them a little too much.
Yes.
We save them. We save them a lot. And every time that we intervene, when God is trying to intervene and we intervene, they don't know how to call on God when they're in trouble. They only know how to call on their mama.
Right. And then if you keep getting in the way, he gonna have to take some stuff from you, so you can't take care of that for a child. So let that child be taken care of.
Absolutely. I know that firsthand.
Yes.
I know that firsthand.
I do see the difference.
Yeah. And it stunts them from growing too, because they need to learn how to make bump their own head. And they can't bump their head as long as we keep, being a cushion every time they try to bump their head. Here we are.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know there's a purpose on me, and that's why I was like, I have to get my situation.
Yeah, because you've been through a lot and you have so much to share. I'm gonna bring her on again, y'all, so you can hear her entire story. When she's ready, when she's settled, wherever she's going. I'm gonna bring her back on. We need to talk about her book again. We need to talk about, the journey up to that point, her journey after, and how she's doing today. Like she a whole thing. She a whole package, y'all. She a whole package. And Ursula, she was on here today. She had her own show though, but she still was able to kind of bounce over there to me. We all gotta get together and do some stuff. Let's see, Jerome, you could have came today if you wanted to. You can come whenever you want. I really enjoy him. It's hard to get men, to come on and talk about feelings,
right?
But Jerome don't care. He'll do it. He's raw with it too.
Okay, disruptive minds. Okay.
Oh yes, he yeah. I'm gonna have to put his information up for you guys to follow him. He's a great guy. A lot of great information, a lot of great stuff that he's doing. So
I want to thank you for bringing me on today. It kind of it hit me when you sent that text, and I was like, that's so amazing, because I don't have any goals, and that's why I was like, it's a little twist to mine. But I appreciate
that is what you said. It's a little twist to yours, and I didn't know what the twist was. So I did personally text you with certain people and reached out to certain people today to come on, and I'm so glad everybody did. So Cindy, I'm going to bring you back on another day if you're open to it.
I am, and yes, I love your platform, and
keep
doing what you do and keep smiling.
Thank
and
you.
Just I saw the magazine. Congratulations. Girl, I was like, yes, she is doing it.
It's coming. God's time, though. But I appreciate you. So you and I will chat soon.
Okay.
So everyone who's on the platform, if you all can just hold tight for 1 minute, don't leave. Y'all stay tight. We'll talk to y'all in a few seconds. Hold on. Let me close out the show. Y'all, I'm so appreciative of this vision that God gave me. I didn't want the vision. I tell you guys this all the time. I did not want this for myself. I told you, I just wanted to come on here. I just wanted to be funny and be the next Wendy Williams. That's all I wanted to do. But God would not let me do it. He kept saying, I kept having these dreams that I was going to talk about mental health. And I just did not want to do it because I thought the subject was so heavy. But I'm appreciative of what he gave me. I am learning to accept this responsibility, and I'm trying to learn and do as much as I can to help people navigate this mental health journey and navigate with me. If you know anybody who wants to be a guest on the show, we are going to fill up my calendar. That is my goal for the month of January. I want my calendar filled up. But I can't do it by myself. I got to do it I need y'all help. So y'all know the housekeeping rules. I need you to subscribe, like, and share. If you are on here now and you have not hit the like button, I need you to reach over, boop, touch it, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, I need you to subscribe. And if you could just share this, share my platform with 5 people. Share it with 5 people. Hey, that's the only way I'm going to grow, right? I do have some new things coming. I think you guys are going to be excited about that. I am taking this whole platform on location with me. So yeah, I'm gonna be out there like Oprah now, because I'm gonna be out there in the public interviewing folks, because guess what? Everybody got a podcast now. So yeah, I have a whole nother vision. But if you would like to be on the show, or if you know anyone who would like to be a guest on the show, you can email me at Mission for Mental Health. You can hit me up on all my social media platforms. You can hit me up on IG. You can hit me on Facebook. I was supposed to go live on Instagram, but I just ran out of time, y'all, and didn't get to hit that live button tonight, but we will work on that. But I do appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for giving me your time this evening. I hope to see you next week. I'm sure I will see you next week. Bring a friend. Bring a friend. That's what we should do. Bring a friend. Bring a friend day. But I will talk to y'all soon. Have a good week. Bye-bye. I guess I don't want to end, y'all. There we go.